Good morning. Day 2. Yesterday we made the insulation for the floor. First plywood is done, and now it's time to finish the floor, first floor, and start planning how it goes on. Let's go. Welcome to another episode of LVED CamperVan build. In this video we insulate the van. We start with the floor. We used cork Axton insulation 5mm thick, doubled, so 10mm, not glued to the bottom, so for maintenance reason. We used the original hooks to screw down the plywood to the floor to secure the floor, and we will fill the gaps with stripes and then put another layer on top to have an even floor. On top of that we use cork and then plywood. We decided to not glue the insulation onto the metal, again for maintenance reason. It's just so much easier, and because we have a super high roof, we have a double floor, so everything, water tanks, electricity pipes, a storage room, is between two floors. So for the insulation, I cut the layers to equalize the floor here, and then there will be another layer on top, and then we install the cork. We don't glue it, we do fix it with double adhesive tape, just so it doesn't move, but we can easily remove it to do some service if you have to. First layer is done. Looks pretty good. Now let's add the second one. Okay, for the wheelhouse I made a copy of with cardboard, so I can use it for all layers on my floors, much easier. As you can see, the second layer of the Axton insulation is installed, plus cork. Cork I think is 3mm thick. It's not for insulation, it's just for damping and noise reduction. All cork has been installed. On top of that we will add the plywood, and that will give us our first floor. So the first floor is insulated, quite nice. Very cool. Now we can start with the whole installation, step by step. Yeepa! So before we insulate everything in the van, we put some Alu-butyl on it. It's quite thick, quite sharp, so wear gloves. So it damps the noise, so it looks like this on the metal. You can hear it here, and then you listen to this one. And that one. Huge difference. So on all big surfaces like here and there, we put a piece on it like this. They self-adhesive on the back, and they will make the car quieter. Awesome. Use a tool like this, so it's easy to adapt to the surface of the metal. And it will look beautiful. Like this. And now very good. And the Armaflex will just go on top of that, so you won't even tell it's there. Come on! I cut out some metal from my van. It was scary, but as you go, it gets easier if you cut holes into your van. They actually just for noise reduction, so the metal doesn't vibrate so much. But because we use Alu-butyl and Armaflex, it doesn't vibrate anyway. So I removed them to have more space for my bed. It is now 1 meter and 94 centimeters. This way I can sleep comfortably side by side. There is a uninsulated patch on the ceiling, and on the side in the front, this is for cables, pipe and windows, will be insulated later. We also insulated all the doors, sliding doors, back doors, and of course also behind the cover, the plastic cover. We removed the cover and insulated the complete door, also the side door. So it's a pretty well insulated van. This has been covered many times on the internet already. To put Armaflex onto your van, cut the piece. Make sure the piece fits. When you cut Armaflex, use a new blade. Also regularly change your blade on the knife, so you get a super fine cut. Always make sure it fits perfectly, because if you have to remove it, you will damage Armaflex, and it's very hard to remove it by 100%. Start with one corner, so peel off the self-adhesive cover, and then start on one corner only and peel the cover from the back bit by bit, and make sure you don't press any air into between Armaflex and the metal, or between Armaflex and Armaflex. Yeah, it's sometimes a bit sticky, as you can see here. It's it needs patience. But yeah, when it goes, and then peel it off, make sure the corner fits perfectly, and press it on. That's it. Please be aware it's permanent. Remove Armaflex from your van is quite a pain, so I would say it's quite permanent, a permanent solution. peel off bit by bit and stick it on. So it's simple, quick, and it's a very nice insulation material. Very, very nice. I mean, you can tell the difference in noise, in heat. I did that when it was 35 degrees and the metal box was, I don't know, 45 when the sun was full up. After insulation, it was super nice. It was like same temperatures outside. So really, really nice. Yeah, so make sure fits. And now I can tell you the reason why I put 2 layers on. The first layer goes between the metal beams and the second layer runs all over. So I think Fiat designed the van so moisture can run down and escape on the bottom. Also air can breathe behind or inside the metal beams, and that's why I put 2 layers on, so this it's still intact, so airflow can go from top to bottom and bottom to top. This way I hope it won't rust. We'll see. You see it runs all the way down. There's even holes here, you can see, yes, yeah. And it runs all the way down to the bottom, and on the bottom you have holes so it can breathe, and I thought I will keep that intact. That's why I use 2 layers. Hope makes sense. And here you can see, well, maybe now, yes, okay, yoo-hoo, done, all finished. Oh, fluffy thing, blub blub. All right, turn around, now the camera. Okay, you can see it's all the metal parts that are not need to be covered are covered. Super insulated, sometimes 40 millimeters. The ceiling is 32 millimeters. And with the panels I use, I don't lose any space, and the weight is amazing. So it's so light. But that's another video. But yes, you can see around the windows, all perfectly insulated and ready to go. Now I put on the ceiling and the side walls. I heard you have to start from top. It's much easier. I did that, and I have to say it's true. So always start on top and then work your way down. So yeah, that's how I insulated my van. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.